The Telecommunications and Regulatory Commission, TRC, will launch a road safety and ICT campaign from July 14 to August 15th, aimed at highlighting the dangers of using cell phones and other mobile devices while driving. This while plans are in place to ban video devices in the driver's section of vehicles and police step up their observations for drivers with cell phones. The initiative is part of a United Nations ICTs and Improving Road Safety program to observe World Telecommunication and Information Society Day. Chief Administrative Officer at the TRC, Carrier Christopher, told JTV News that the TRC chose to use the summer months to hold its local version of the global celebrations.
We want to create some shock value, and we think that people will adhere more to this campaign when they see the actual effects of what can happen if you're multitasking and driving. We want people to see and hear the stories of people who actually were affected, broken limbs, paralysis and those kind of things. And we're going to have some real graphic pictures out there so people can understand that this is something that's factual. We've been blessed now with highways and stuff, so we know that the probability of having traffic events will be higher because the roads are better. And it's, not too many speed bumps on those highways. So, we want people to say, listen, this can happen to me, or worse, my children, or worse, I can kill somebody.
A report from the United Nations Road Safety Collaboration released by UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon says 1.3 million people die each year in traffic-related accidents, and another 20 to 50 million people are injured mainly in developing countries around the world. According to StopTextsStopWrecks.org, a texting driver is 23 times more likely to get into a crash than a non-texting driver. Head of the Traffic Department, Acting Inspector of Police Dariel Robinson, told JTV News recently that there has been a sharp increase in the number of cell phone offenses so far for 2013 when compared to recent years.
For the past 2 years, and even leading this year, we have seen seatbelt and cell phones up in the 600s. In 2011, we issued 692 tickets. In 2012, we issued 694 tickets. And this year, we are up at 646, and we're not even halfway through.
The TRC is working in collaboration with the Department of Motor Vehicles, the Taxi and Livery, Ministry of Communications and Works, and the police. Christopher said the DMV would be implementing a ban on video devices in the driver's section of vehicles, and the police will dish out more traffic violation tickets to drivers seen with cell phones.
So we did some PSAs with some young children, 10 and under, and we wanted them to speak to their parents. So we think that will tug at the heartstrings of parents when they hear their children saying, Mommy and Daddy, don't text and drive. That's our lives as well. And if you die, we don't have anybody else. We have the various PSA where we have the high school children, which are notorious for texting or, updating their Facebook status on their phones and walking on the street with oblivious to the crowds or the traffic. So we have those. We have the Taxi and Livery Association. We're targeting them as well because, as you know, tourism is one of our biggest pillars here, and we know that they too use telephones and they use handheld devices to, go ahead and speak to the customers. And we want to say, no, that's not what we're supposed to do. They're hands-free devices, and you have a big, sometimes as much as 40 people in a vehicle. So we're targeting them as well. We're targeting the average person who drives and texts and all of those kind of things. So it's pretty exciting, and we hope that each person understands that we're doing it for them, for us, for the community, to try to stop this or at least minimize it.
Driver distraction and road user behavior, which includes text messaging and interfacing with in-vehicle navigation or communication systems while driving, are among the leading contributors to road traffic fatalities and injuries.